Deep in the highlands of Papua New Guinea, there lived a tribe known as the Fore. Their culture shocked the outside world when it was discovered in the mid-20th century. They practiced a unique and chilling form of ritual cannibalism, not out of cruelty or savagery, but out of love, respect, and spiritual belief. Today we explore why the Fore tribe ate their dead, the consequences of this practice, and the global lessons it left behind. The Fore tribe lives in the eastern highlands province of Papua New Guinea. For centuries they lived in isolation, practicing farming, hunting, and spiritual rituals deeply tied to their environment. They were first contacted by Western explorers in the 1930s and anthropologists in the 1950s. To understand their practice, we must first understand their beliefs about death. The Fore believed that a person's soul was made of several parts, and one part could remain with the body after death. To ensure spiritual continuity and protect the living from harm, the body needed to be honored. They believed consuming the flesh of the deceased was the ultimate act of respect and mourning. This practice was known as endo-cannibalism, the ritual of eating members of one's own community after death. Unlike hostile cannibalism, which occurs in warfare, the Fore consumed their relatives not out of aggression, but compassion. Mothers, daughters, and sisters often consumed the bodies of deceased loved ones. Men rarely participated, except in special circumstances. This ritual was not seen as grotesque. It was sacred. By eating their kin, the Fore believed they were absorbing the strength, wisdom, and spirit of the dead. Nothing went to waste: muscle, organs, and even the brain. To them, burial was disrespectful, as it left the body to rot in the ground. Eating the dead kept them alive within the community. When missionaries, colonial officers, and anthropologists arrived, they were horrified. To outsiders, cannibalism was taboo, associated with savagery. Yet anthropologists began documenting it carefully, trying to understand the deeper cultural reasons rather than condemning it outright. But soon a devastating disease spread through the Fore tribe, Kuru, also known as the Laughing Death. People developed tremors, loss of coordination, emotional outbursts, and uncontrollable laughter. Eventually, victims could not eat, walk, or speak, and death was inevitable. Entire families were wiped out. Scientists were baffled. Medical research revealed the shocking truth. Kuru was spread by consuming the brains of infected individuals. The disease was a prion disorder, similar to mad cow disease. Prions are misfolded proteins that cause brain damage and are almost impossible to destroy. By eating the dead, the Fore were unknowingly spreading the disease within their own community. By the 1960s, the Australian government, missionaries, and local leaders urged the Fore to abandon cannibalism. Over time, the practice declined, but the impact of Kuru lasted for decades. Even after cannibalism stopped, Kuru cases continued to appear because the disease can incubate for 10 to 50 years. The Fore's story is a reminder that cultural practices are deeply rooted in belief systems. What seems shocking to outsiders may have sacred meaning within a community. Their experience also taught the world about prion diseases, paving the way for scientific understanding of neurological illnesses. The Fore tribe did not practice cannibalism out of savagery, but out of love and respect for their dead. Though the practice ended, their story remains one of the most fascinating intersections of culture, spirituality, and science in human history.